Welcome to Sic Bo Hunter. Today we'll bring you some explanation, and the title is Blackjack card counting versus each dice counting. And here you will find no action at all, but all the details you need to know. We will talk about it right now, and we'll cover most of the point and bring you some chart here. Because this explanation, so we just use the simple way to do it with the notepad we are using, because we just explain this is the point we are talking about today. Introduce how they win, how they lose, will they overcome, what is if lucky day or worst day ever, and will they long term. Okay, go to the point, so we will talk about it right now. For the first, we'll talk about introduction both system. So we introduce the counting. Alright, if whoever of you are not heard card counting before, or maybe you already know what is card counting, then it's good to learn one more thing, that card counting actually is in the history is the most powerful module to win and also beaten the casino. And after that, casino, they have encountered that to change the game, and also ban whoever is card counter in the casino. Once they're listed in the blacklist, the worldwide will ban their name and they are unable to enter the casino again. But I'm not sure whether if they can play with the online or not. And if you want to learn card counting, please go and learn with the search engine. You type Blackjack card counting, you will find all the information you need, and how to learn how to count and what is the best for them to count, and the module. And yeah, we just comparing these two modules is counting today and simple. Actually, we do type dice counting, we don't found any yet. So this simple is just a lot of name of this game, but it's more to the Asian game. But actually everyone can be played because it's one of the world listed game in the casino. And yep, for the history, no one really beaten this game yet, but we might be the first one. And here we just explain why and how. So for more about introduction, please learn the counting so you will know what we are talking about on next. And you are not sure what is simple game, then please learn also, because we are not covered basic today. We are talking about the point. So actually I want to introduce the thing is not about their name, their system. Just want to introduce how they win and how they can beaten the casino actually. So we just cover the most basic. Here is payout and details. Blackjack is very simple, 1-to-1, and if you hit any 21 on the beginning of the game, you will get 1.5 with one bet, or 3-to-2. That is very simple. Or anyhow, if you get 21 in the casino, they automatically will pay you 1.5 based on your unit in 1.5-to-1. If any other website, I'm not sure, but this is the standard of Blackjack payout. If single, very easy, same 1-to-1, but they have extra of 2-to-1 and 3-to-1, which is a triple, double, and single dice show up, and based on the show up, they will pay you 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1. This is a payroll of the game we are covered today. And yep, if you can see here, Blackjack player A, single player B, they both start with 1000 USD. Capital is the most important part, and also you must bear in mind that 1000 USD is just an example only, because everyone must have capital to start the game and start their module to test whether they can use the module by their own or not. So okay, and we will compare start with 310. Why? Because our system is using 5 round game. and the module is 1 2 4 8 16 and equal to 31 unit. So this is the module. You can simply just call it double up each time you lose until 5th game. If you lose again, then you will lose a game. That's all. Very easy, but we are not saying this is the point. We are introducing the module of both. If blackjack card counting, how they work, actually they just put unit with 1 unit or the started unit. Any unit you like to be started, you can consider is a 1 unit without the S. And why they bet on the game and how they sure they will win on the game, because based on the count of the plus and minus. Plus and minus is the important payroll in the blackjack card counting. So after the count, they'll play the game and they will know how many percentage, and based on the percentage and based on the count, they will put on how many units to confirm that game they're having how many percentage in the return. So both system having this different module to bet on each game, but we just go through that. So this introducing, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, please give a slightly basic study on that, so you are understanding both is actually very basic things. So we will move to the next. Is second, how they win. How they win actually is card counting is based on count plus and minus to play the game. Okay, so we just one by one, because if I swap over it's very confused. We just talk about blackjack first. Okay, blackjack card counting is based on count. If you found, let's say if you found the table become hot and the count is something like count plus, let's say 13 with 8 tags, 8 tags table, so you get plus 13 8 tags, then you will start to try your luck, or maybe you already know you already won the game because you know the percentage is really favorable to the player, and you will bet on the game one. Let's see the starter game, we always just count it as 1 unit. We don't want to say you just go in the game, you bet like your all in or 100 unit or 10 unit. That is totally just consider it's started payroll, you will play on that. So 1 unit on the starter game, and yep, let's say you get a 9, dealer get maybe like 7, then you know the game you automatically will win, because based on the count is a lot of the small cards already due, and based on the count also see the deck left on how many cards, then you will know that the big card is coming and the small card is no longer there, or maybe left a few. Then you will easily to get a 10 equal to 19, then you will stand, or else nobody will ask for the card again if they know the count is 13 or plus, even like plus 5 or plus 8, they wouldn't ask for the card again. Even just a normal player, if 19 they will stand for sure. Either get 10, they will easily get 9, 10, J, Q, King or Ace. If the first card is 7, based on all the cards like this, you will win, just to make sure that you will win, because the highest number is 18, you are 19, others is 17, the dealer will stand, he cannot get any other cards. If 9, 16, he get any card, he will bust, definitely you will win for sure. Based on the count, this is how they win. Based on the count, they will know they will hit the card or not. Okay, so we'll talk about Sic Bo. using each apps, all you have to do is just, we can say key in, insert, or enter all the result of the game and let the system count the next opening numbers. This all the apps will do for you. We require result from the game to base on the true count, and please bear in mind that if you are using the fake game, something like computer generating without the real dice showing, the app is unable to count. That's the most important part. If any fake dice will not be count, will not count, something like that. Okay, just say if not the real dice, not any game with real dice, the system will count. If not real dice, the system just definitely cannot count that. Just this is the unable to count. Just say it's unable to count. If the dice is fake, means that if you not based on the real dice, they are rolling, their speed, their landing, anything based on the real dice, we only can count based on the outcome each time they are landing, and based on the style we will know what is the next opening. But if there is no dice, it's just a number without the dice, and we call it fake dice, is no dice at all involved in the game. They just give you the number, then sorry for that, we are unable to count that because we are not created the apps to count the number, we created to count the dice. Okay, so this is how they win. So we'll move to the next. We are back to Blackjack, and will they lose? This is a very important question, and here that I need to say sorry first because I scared that I'm having some mistake if I say anything wrong to the Blackjack accounting, because there is a lot of pro player and they using card counting system, and if you found any mistake from me, please deny me or please comment that say I'm having the mistake, and I will just remark my video again. So before that, I just make a sorry first if any mistake. So we'll continue while they lose. Okay, let's see. Blackjack card counting, they're based on the count. Like just the example just now we show, if the count is plus 13 and you will play for sure. We just mentioned that this is the example you will get on the big cut. Alright, so you won 10 USD because 1 unit. Second game, count is based on the count. Let's do a very quick count. Here is minus should be plus. This one we just call it natural or minus, then we just minus 3 plus, then we just make it become 10. 7 should be natural, actually is 7, 8, 9 is natural, but yep, we just make it 10 will do because we want it to be good to be count. So it's plus 10, the count is plus 10, and player A bet 3 units, or maybe that bet 2 units because the count is lower, but you know the game is continued, but anything can be happen, so we just say alright, 2 units is enough for the game. And yep, let's see what player get and what dealer gets. Okay, please bear in mind this is explanation on comparison, and if I really have any mistake, please remind me that I'm having the mistake on which part and I will make it right. Okay, just saying that this is a situation you are dealing with. When player getting a 9 is a very big cut for sure, and dealer will getting a 10. Okay, in a blackjack game, player is always the first one having the cut, dealer will always the last getting the cut for sure. And the player, alright, because it's based on the count plus 10, very huge amount on the winning, then means a lot of big cards still there, so you will definitely get 10 and above. Alright, 10 and above. Okay, we just say that you get is a 10, don't mention that other than that, because we just want to make an explanation on this. And the dealer will get 10 also. Why? How can the dealer get 10 again and not get something like 6, 7, 8 or even 9 to become tie game? Because based on the count, it's not only benefit to the player and also benefit to the dealer. Actually, we can say that based on the count, is benefit to whoever they're holding the big card on the first hand, and the second hand they were getting a big card by automatically or by luckily. That can be say anything. Okay, if you are professional card counting player, if you found if the count is plus 10 with 8 deck games and the dealer will never ever win you, please remind me that I'm mistake here, but anything can be happens, because even the count is something like plus 20 even, the dealer also will get 10 and 10 and become 20, and if you get the card something like 8 to 9, then you will automatically lose the game for sure. I'm not saying that this is always the situation, but count is just to let you know if the count is plus how many of the numbering, you are based on the numbering to bet on the wagers. That means how many units you will put on the game to based on the percentage you are having the return. This is the card counting concept, and they should follow the rules. And yep, will they lose? The answer is yes, they will lose. Okay, this just the explanation on. I just say if you based on the count, yep, you always get 10, 10, 19, 18 or 21 to win the dealer, but dealer also will getting the same card as you. If the dealer, the first card is not below 8, something like 6, 7, 8, then you still have to, based on the dealer card, you have to see that you have the chances to lose. Okay, so we will move to the next is age. Because we are using age to play on symbol, so we will type here okay, well, symbol lose. Alright, let's do a very quick explanation here. In 30 credit function, we given you one opening number with 5 round game. So means that first game, let's say if we give you maybe something like 4, is anything number can be happen. Okay, first game you bet 1 unit, just say loss. Second game bet 2 unit, loss. And third game you bet 4 unit, loss. Fourth game you bet 8 unit, loss. And the last game you bet 16 units, and yep, loss. Just this explanation to say that, alright, in the card counting and the symbol, each apps we are offering, they're slightly different, because we are talking about will they lose, and this well related to the next is how to come back. Means if you lost one game, how did you get back all the loss and become win? That is the involved question with this, will they lose and how they come back actually. So yep, we just giving a quick introduce here. And okay, if you want to know the reason why each apps will lose if fifth game does not open, because anything can be happens, like you are favorable to the dealer with the card counting and the player, and the age is the same, because it's dice can be anything, can be happen, that is called random number, they are landing, and sometimes we might miss the most important thing, like you insert the wrongly result, or the result is something mistake in the middle, they're missing one game, and based on the game we count the wrong number to giving you, and maybe there's small mistake on, we're unable to predict that. Just to say that we created this system, and we should know how, if the system can be reached and their limitation, if you lost 5 game, and how you overcome back. And based on others module, they also should have a comeback system. If everyone using card counting, they no need to have a overcome back, or they no need to worry about the loss, because every game they play they will win, then yep, can be happen. But just say that if you are the 1,000 of one person that lost a single game, then you should think about how you can get back the loss. So we will just say that we don't want to explain too much on this. We just say if anyone of you across and lost 5th game, and we should teach you how to recovery back. So based on recovery, blackjack, card counting. Blackjack card counting is a very intelligent module, and the person, whoever used the module, they should intelligent too, else in the in the mathematics they are using is wrong, then they will getting the wrong outcome and unable to recover back the loss. Something like the game we mentioned just now. Just go through very fast. First game, okay, you lost 2 units, then you means you total you lost 1 unit. 110, 1 unit, 2 loss 2 unit, and equal to -1 unit. And symbol H apps, just say alright, 1 2 3 4 5 is 31, so 5 31, sorry, that's correct, loss 31 unit, 2 unit and equal to 31 unit, but actually both of them is totally different module. And if you think that if you use card counting and you only lost 1 unit based on you previously win, then you should consider you using the each also giving you the same benefit based on every 5th game. Within the 5th game you will having a win and loss. We just skip through to say now you facing lost 31 unit and what you need to do. And the card counting, you just say because they're based on the count, they will continue the game. If the count is not good, they won't play the game. That's the very easy knowledge they should know. So we'll see. Let's continue with the blackjack game. If they know the count is, well, yep, we should plus the count in, or you just make it quick. Alright, we just make it quick. Plus 20. They will bet on, if you found the count is plus 20 with 8 deck game, and you know you lost 2 units on the last game and total you lost 1 unit only, how many units you will put? Usually we'll put 2 units for the same, but the percentage of the return actually is higher than 2 units, then you should put more. But we just say alright, you put 2 units and yep, you win. On the 4th game you will bet, let's say the count. Every time you should know the count before you bet on the units, and the count is something like 18 because we're plus and minus, and you bet maybe like 3 units, and somehow the dealer get 20 and you get something like 18 or 17, then you don't want to hit another card, because 17 you hit the card you definitely will go bust, and the dealer get 20, then you lost, then you will lost 3 units, then just say lost 3 units. And based on win 2 you win 1 and 1, and means you lost, you still minus 2 units here. And 5th game the count alright, count is plus 13, the count is getting small and small, then you will know the percentage of winning is getting less and less. Then you will bet, because you total is lot 2, you lost 2 units only, then you should bet 2 units. And who's know this will win or lose actually, because anything can be happen. And based on the card counting is, if no one else against is like one-on-one to the dealer, then all the cards can be dealt to the dealer or can be dealt to you. But if you have a team, something like 3 players against 1 dealer, then 3 of you still can cover each other. Let's say if 2 players get 20 and you are 18 and dealer get 19, based on this game you will earn 1 unit. This is the benefit of you should bring more friends to the card counting, because even you know the count is favorable to you, but you still lost the game because the dealer will get something like 19, 18, 17 or 20, but I'm not sure whether they have favorable to 21. We just keep the 21. And yep, if you have 2 friends getting 20 and you get 18 and you cannot get the card because you don't want to go bust, just free money to the dealer, and dealer get 19, and yep, you lost, but you win 2 here and you earn 1 unit. Based on this, you mean you are using the card counting in the long term. By the module you are something like plus 1 and 1 and 1 and 2 and 1. But if you know the count is very hot and you bet 5 unit at 1 game and you lost, then at this moment then you should consider that you should back to the system. Because if you lost 5 units in a very favorable game, the next game you know that you will win, but how many units you want to put on? Something like 5 units again, 6 units. If you lost another 6 units, then what is happening? And forever the question never ends. That is the same question to our 5th game is the same. If you bet 1 loss, 2 loss, 3 loss, 4 loss, and the 5th loss, if you know that we are giving you his opening number, he will show up in 5th game, so the number will show up definitely. But if never show up, then you are having, this is the problem, you are losing the D1 units. And the blackjack counting also having the same problem. If you are favorable count and you alone, you're not with a friend, and always the card is something based on the dealer, they have slightly lucky day. And yep, if you are lucky day and with the worst day ever, even the count is very good and you still lost the game. And based on the unit, you're not sure you will increase, decrease, or put the same one. If you put the same one, you lost again, then you will lost 10. If based on the 10 unit, you only can, based on the count, you only must play with like 2 unit, 3 unit to win it back, and not just to double up until you bust your capital. This is a card counting practice, and most of the professionals, they should know they should not more than the minimum and the maximum unit they put on to avoid bust their own capital. This for sure. So we will talk about if you lost 31 unit in a symbol using our H apps, what you have to do is, alright, if all you have to do is continue to use the apps, the 8 apps, and based on the each apps you are getting the number, and you will might have 2 to 1 payout and or 3 to 1 payout. Based on this chart means that every game you are not saying that you lost 31 unit and you need 31 round to cover back 31 unit, because the game is designed with highest pay if the show of the number is more than 1. So means that if you bet 1 unit here and you will earn 2 unit here based on 2 to 1. We don't count the 3 to 1 because it's triple, rarely to get it, but you still have a chance to get it. And our video also showing that our system can bring you to triple winning number, but we just want to count the average of 2 to 1, and 1 to 1 is the symbol. You just need to win back 31 times for sure, but our system is designed that if you are losing 1, 2, 3 game, then you are having a very big surprise on the behind. Here you will earn something like 4 units, because just every of them just times 2 will do. 4 go to 8 units. Alright, type wrongly. 4 is 8 unit and is a 16 unit. 5th game is 16 equal to 31 unit. Okay, based on here we have to remind you that 1 unit you will win 2, definitely, no any mistake. 2, because you have to cover 1, here you should plus 1, then we should minus 1, here you only earn 3 units. 4, because it's 7 and it's 7, so 4 here you should minus 1, then should be earn 7. Is it 4? 3, sorry, it should be 5 unit you earn, because just this unit plus 1 will be correct. Yep, this is 9 and this is 17. Alright, if you are hitting double with 16, I mean the 5th game, then you are earn back your loss just in 2 game. In 2 game you will earn back the overcome, and yep, that's very easy. If you are hit the double on 4th game, you need how many games actually? Okay, 9 something like 4th game, is it? Let me get a calculator. 4 times 4, 9 times 4, 36. Then you need in 4 game, you need to hit this in 4 game, then you will totally cover it. And this one is like 6 game or 7 game, just say that. And yep, in here is 3, that is 10, is like 10 games. Yep, here is something like 2, 15, 16 game. Alright, means if based on our module, you no need to have 31 game, and that is that on the 31 game. We are flexible on 2 to 1 and 3 to 1. If you hit on the most later result, and you are getting even faster to cover back all your loss. If you never experience 5th game loss, then if you win any of this game, then you will have your profit highest and faster than what you can think. And this is the best part on our 5th game module, because every module you only can have a expectation of the payout with 1 to 1. 100 USD equal to 100 USD always, or 100 USD to 150 USD, and that is always like that, because every single dollar you put it in, you will just earn back the same dollar for sure. But if you're using this is different module, then you will earn more than what you think. 100 USD, maybe 200 USD back to you. You put 200 USD and it will give you 400 USD. And if you put something like 300 USD and you hit triple and there is a 900 USD, then straight away you can get back the capital you have, just another few game win, then you will get 100,000. This is the best part of 5th game. Every time you will having the best part on 2 to 1, and this consider that you are double up, and the dealer also double up to pay you out 2-1 and 3-1. They are to double up their payroll, or they are triple up their payroll to you, but your units are only based on one unit, and every time you just based on your stick to your unit to double up, and the dealer will stick to their payroll to pay more than what you can think. And once you hit any of this, you are very happy. We are always hit on 4 unit with double, and yep, with this one we are easy to get every time our target easily. And okay, this really show how to overcome back. And we just say, alright, lucky day and the worst day. Actually, you really think that we already explained this? Actually not yet, because we have to say something more even complicated. We just say that win, win, lose, lose, win, win. This is one module. Win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. Alright, this is also another module. Both of these is always people will see their game always something like, if blackjack card counting, win, win, and here you lost, because they are always increasing their bets. If here you lost, then here you lost again, then you will not sure how to win back and how long you have to run. If you are using Sic Bo, because you are counting each game, we are not counting on 5 games in one win and loss. It means that 10 USD, 10 USD, 20 USD, 40 USD. Is it right? Yeah, you have to put 10 USD here, and 20 USD, and 40 USD, and 10 USD. And if you see, this is for the each, is no problem if the chart keep on changing and the dice is not coming out. It doesn't matter, because any of the game you are recounted. 5th game is the most safe way that you can use our system, and even you can get the benefit of this. If you are using other module, they have other things that you have to be careful. And if win and lose, you just use back this chart, there is no problem. If you use card counting, if you really found the worst day, you have found something like win loss, and in the end of the table closing, you will found maybe you're losing, or maybe you doesn't win any, or even you just win a few hundred, but maybe happy to you, or we just talking the worst day ever. So you might play the whole night and you lost all the game, and you're unable to recover it based on the count is very nice, but you still unable to get a good card, and you are lost. Just say that it's a worst day. It's an example. If you playing with this, each apps is every 5th game. If every 5th game you also lost, then this also is considered the worst day ever. But this worst day ever can be applied to anything, any module. If they found that it's a worst day ever, they will just lost without reason. And if lucky day, no need to say, just all the way win, that is okay. We just say if average come up with something like unfavorable and favorable sometime, and with our module there's no problem at all. And if using card counting, they might have a problem. So yep, this is the 5th title we talk about. So the last one is long term. Long term is something like card counting is spent in casino. Each apps and device is spent in casino. Alright, these are different. Casino is not allow you to use any device to play with the casino. That is considered a scam, cheat. They will ban you, or they will kick you out for sure. Card counting just simply say that anyone playing with the blackjack and they found you know how to count the card counting, then you are banned in the casino and you are unable to enter the same table at in any other casino. Means that you cannot play the card counting in blackjack, but you can use it on other scam, but other scam is not applied with the same things and their formula is totally different. Only you can apply card counting to the blackjack. That's the things. So in long term card counting, you must find the hot table. This is the terms If you are card counter, you know what is the hot table means. The hot table, alright. You should find a hot table and you can apply. And if you're using each apps, you can just use the apps at any place that as long nobody know that you're using the apps, or you're using in a legal way or any way that you think you are comfortable to use it, then any game you can use. Something like if you found the result with triple and something like this, or the result very random, something like this, and some even say this uncountable result as long you use our apps, and no problem at all. You just key in everything accurate and the system will count for you, and it will giving you the next opening result, and you based on the opening result you bet on the game, then you just waiting to collect your money in within 5 game. Okay, so yep, our main title still the same. Today is Blackjack counting versus each dice counting. So if you found any mistake or any problem, so please give us a comment. We are also not offense any card counter, we just say the point, and if you want to deny us, please go through our website or go through our email so we will know if we have make any mistake. So that is the end of today video, so see you guys next time.